Hi, this is Jack from Alpha Charts with a stocks to watch video. Today is May 16th, 2021. Before we get started, this video is for educational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security, and I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. All right, so just a real quick overview of the cues. You know, what do I think is going to happen? I think we're in a shorter term downtrend and we may have an ABC type move. This 300 level is important. I go into a lot more of this in my state of the market video, which I publish every Saturday. You can find it on my YouTube channel. So check that out if you're interested on how I derived that information. I do a lot of intermarket analysis and put hopefully the whole story together and to determine what type of market we are in. All right. Also, going back, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe to my channel. It really does help me, so I do appreciate that. And also, I am on Twitter at AlphaCharts365. All right, so let's get going. I have 35 names plus 5 potential short squeeze names. I'm going to go quickly, so get a pen, get some paper, write these down, make the trade your own. This is just idea generation. That's it. Many of these names still need to confirm their prices, right? Some of them are very extended. So again, know your time frame and risk tolerance. All right, let's go quickly. ELY. Again, you have this little double bottom breakout. It's extended. If it moves sideways, that'd be great. And let moving average catch up. HGV, Hilton Grand Vacations. Little again, breakout, retest, move higher. Exactly what you want to see. Good volume. Elanco, ELAN. This is going back all the way to the IPO. This is the important area. I think that we could even tighten this up a little bit right there. $35, right? It gets above $35. ELAN looks really good. Again, good accumulation coming in recently. WCC, big gap up on earnings, 10%, followed up with another 6%. And now it's just kind of chopping in this area, waiting for the moving average to catch up. WCC. Coles, KSS, kind of consolidating in a fairly tight range. Earnings coming up keeps me out of this one on May 20th. But again, above 63.50 looks pretty good. TLS, Telos Corporation, newer name. Nice accumulation going on. Earnings tomorrow, so be careful for that. Again, a little bit loose still, so I'm not loving this completely. But there's your VWAP from the IPO, holding up very nicely. So there you go. TLS earnings tomorrow. XP. So here's XP. It's kind of making this base, maybe some sort of double bottom. Really nice accumulation coming in here recently. This would be where I would measure, a break above this trend line down. That's where I'd probably potentially get long on this one. It's not a bad place right here too, because it's kind of, within this little bit of range. I kind of like that too. But again, make the trade your own. CLVT. Yeah, so this little horizontal support resistance area looked good. It's starting to break above it, so that's a place to play it. Next up, RF. Regions Financial. A lot of financials have been on fire. Maybe this is a late bloomer. Maybe it's a laggard, not a leader. I don't know, but it's still breaking out right now. So again, I like the risk reward in this one with a rising 23-day EMA. All right, let's talk about oil and gas names. Many of these look very, very similar, and they've been running for a little bit. But again, make the trade your own if you like these. Here's a nice cup, and it's trying to break out. It may need to make a little handle at the 23-day catch up, but that's CHX. Next up, EOG. Here's EOG. Going back, let's go to a weekly. And you can see how important this has been since 2013. Supply has been showing up here the entire time, and now we're back in this area. But it's listen, it's got good accumulation. It's trying to break out. It's coming back on lighter volume. 23 days catching up. I like the risk reward in this one. EOG, it looks really nice. Next up, DVN, Devon Energy. Again, trying to get above this, horizontal area. This looks very much like a cup and handle cup. There's your handle, nice and narrow, and now it's trying to break out. So that looks pretty good. DVN, also HES. Hess has already broken out on and has had a great volume. Again, this area has been very, very important back through at least 2018. Again, volume is amazing, trying to move higher, a little bit extended, so maybe it needs a little back and fill, but overall, sideways movement. But overall, this one looks really nice. PDCE, this is PDC Energy. Again, there's your cup, trying to make a handle on, decreasing volume, what you want to see. CLR, this is Continental Resources. It's got the cup. Now it's time for the handle area. Again, decreasing volume, looks good, letting the 23-day catch up. MUR, Murphy Oil, there's your cup, trying to make the handle, exactly the same pattern over and over again. And these are the ones that I liked. There's a lot more that looked like this. Range Resource looks a little bit different. It kind of had resistance right here in this $12 range for a while, and now it has broken out. And look at this. This is RRC, and it broke out. Good volume, nice accumulation going on. That looks nice. Maybe this one's a leader because it's already broken out. Another one is XOG, newer IPO name. Lots of people trying to get on the bandwagon, it looks like. Earnings coming up on the 24th, but this one looks good. Again, maybe a little bit extended, but not too bad. All right, switching gears, let's look at FedEx, FDX. FedEx, again, beautiful cup and handle, right? There's your cup, there's your kind of handle right here. Maybe you could say this was the handle, whatever. This is the area I'm interested in. And if it gets above 310 and it's right there, this looks pretty good and a decent risk reward. NUE, Nucor. So this one ran hard and there's a lot of white space here. So it has to kind of chill out and either come back or let the moving average catch up to it. But again, very strong looking name. FAST, FAST, Fastnail Corporation. There's your cup, there's your handle, there's your breakout, there's your retest, there's your move higher. Well, I mean, that's textbook, right? How much better does it get than that, right? Looks really nice. That's Fastnail. Moving on to some healthcare names. DVA, cup, looking for the handle here. Let the moving average catch up. Looks pretty good. We'll see if it needs some more sideways. But again, decreasing volume as it consolidates. Not bad. MD, beautiful 20% earnings gap right here. Now it's kind of holding, and there is the moving average trying to catch up to it. Needs more time, obviously, but that one is to keep on the watch list. INOV, Inovalon, going back on the weekly. This is from the IPO, right? This is just one huge base now from 2015. If it can get, break out above this area, 31, 3150, that looks good. And zooming in, not bad. It's trying to make, it's higher lows, and higher highs. What more could you want? So it looks good. Again, I like it more above 31, 50-ish or so. INOV. CYH is next. Community Health Systems. Kind of a deep cup and handle. Again, needs some more time. Not my favorite looking chart, but not a bad one either. CYH. All right, some metals and miners. ARNC. So this one had a gigantic earnings breakout right over here, went up 20%, and now has moved sideways. Needs time to let the 23-day catch up, but overall looks pretty good. TX, Ternium, it's really trying. It's doing its best, right? Here it is, gigantic spot going back to 2007, multiple times. It's been turned away every single time in its life. Well, now, I mean, just let's look at this volume coming in here. This is some neat accumulation volume, and that's what makes me think this time could be different. It's right at a great risk reward spot too. So what more could you want, right? Good risk reward, good accumulation volume, right at a specific area. TX. VALE. So VALE last week would not have been on my list because there was way too much white space. It just needed some time. And look, this week it pulled back right into this 23-day EMA. Overall looks really good. A nice place to manage risks too. So low risk, high reward potential for this one. That's VALE, VALE, and also KALU, KALU, right over here. Again, here's a cup, kind of a deep cup, kind of a high handle. With all that being said, nice accumulation volume coming in. Not a bad looking setup either, as it's coming back to retest its breakout and have the 23-day meet it. Okay. Some gold miners made my list today too. First off, Newmont. Looking at Newmont, this was an important area and it just recently broke out of it. Decent volume on the breakout. So that looks pretty good. NEM. Next up is going to be FNV. This is for Franco Nevada. So this one, again, prior resistance, right in here. A little bit extended from the 23-day, not crazy, but just a little bit. It can move sideways a little bit more. Last week I said it needs to pull back even stronger. It moved sideways. So another couple days of sideways movement. This 23-day will be right there, and then maybe a strong breakout, FNV. Next up, wheat and precious metal, WPM. Again, looking at this on a longer term time frame, this has been important since 2011, right? It's a big deal. It tried to break out last year. It failed, came back down, and now it's trying to make a base and break back through it again. Let's look at drilling down to a more recent time frame. Here's a daily, and you see a lot of accumulation volume coming in. Looks pretty good. WPM. Kirkland Lake, KL, broke my downtrend line right over here. I mean, a lot of nice accumulation volume coming in. Came back, retested the downtrend, moving higher. Again, a little bit extended, but not too bad. HL. This is Hecla Mining. This area was, decent area to manage risk against. This day right here was not so good, but now we're back in a more a better way, less gappy, more better. It's a more better way. But I like how it kind of came up. Now it's just kind of consolidating and moving sideways. Letting the 23-day hopefully catch up. Again, a lower price name, so position size accordingly. My last one in this section will be OR, or Osisko Gold. And this one, again, had this, let's go to weekly so we can see everything. Again, from the IPO, basically. This has been an important area and, above 1425-ish. This one looks pretty good. Again, it's kind of extended, nice volume coming in, earnings out of the way. It looks like accumulation on the chart. So that looks real nice, actually. OR. All right, a couple from my jet fuel scan or potential short squeezes. Children's Place. I've been waiting for this earnings date for a while. It's just going sideways. So I think after earnings, it'll hopefully start to move. Love, LOVE. This one I've been in for a while, and it's just grinding higher, right? Nothing negative about this one yet. Nice, still good accumulation going on here for, again, the last few months. And would love to see this, continue making new highs, right? Arch is another one that I currently do hold. Those are my two that I hold from this group of short squeezes. And I like this breakout. It's kind of come back to retest it. Volume was, maybe a little bit on the lower side. Want to see this 23-day continue higher, right? And this to hold this support area and move higher. The risk reward here again is really, really good on this one. Arch. KIRK. This is Kirkland's. Again, earnings coming up soon. This kept me out of it. It's underneath the 23-day, but it is making higher lows, right? Which is a definition of an uptrend, and kind of higher highs. really moving sideways though. So again, earnings coming up. So I'm just gonna watch it for now and see what happens. Last one in this group will be LPI. This is Laredo Petroleum. It's a petroleum name that has obviously some short potential. Not as much as some of the other ones, but it's there. Would love to see this kind of inverse head and shoulders pattern break out to the upside. Above 43 and a quarter, 43.50. It's a great place to manage risk against. All right, so there you go. Those are my what was it, 40 names, right? 35 plus 5, 40 names that I gave you. Let me know which ones you liked. Go ahead and leave in the comments below. I do appreciate that. Tell me what I missed, right? I'm sure I missed a bunch that you're watching that look amazing. So again, let me know. And if you like these types of videos, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate that. It helps me out. And find me on Twitter at AlphaCharts365. And hope you all have a good, safe week, and take care.